Hi, I'm Cynthia Gibbons with Heart of Florida School of Real Estate, and I want to come to you today to talk about why you should choose getting your real estate education from the Heart of Florida School of Real Estate. Well, what makes us different? First, we have interactive learning experiences. So we're not like other schools where your instructor's going to stand at the front of the classroom and just talk to you, and you're sitting in the classroom and you're shaking your head and you're just taking your notes. That is not how we operate here at Heart of Florida School of Real Estate. As an instructor here, I'm going to walk up and down the aisles. I'm going to interact with you. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm not just going to stand there and give you lots of information. I like to tell stories, give you real life examples of things that have happened within my 15-year real estate career that will help you to grasp the understanding of the enormous amount of information that you're going to get in the pre-licensing classes. Well as the post-licensing and broker, because I have experience for all of them. But here at Heart of Florida School of Real Estate, we want to ensure that all of our classes are engaging. And even if you're here for evening class for 4 hours, or a week-long class where you're with us 7 days straight, 10 hours a day, or on your Saturdays and Sundays, that these classes are engaging and you're not just sitting here like for 4, 5, 6, 8 hours. So that is one of the reasons why you should choose Heart of Florida School of Real Estate, because we like to provide different. So it's not just standing up here talking, it's not just writing on the chalkboard. For us, we play games. There are several types of memory games and test prep games that we will play just to break the ice, just to break just the how do you call it? The dry information. Because some chapters are dry. I can tell you when we are going over the laws, they are dry. It's a lot of information. But you need to know this information, so we make it fun and interactive. Next, our math calculations. Now, I never saw myself really enjoying math, but I have come to really enjoy the math calculations portion of our lessons. So here at Heart of Florida School of Real Estate, I have put up, I'm so excited, I have these 16 feet by 4 feet dry erase boards, because I like for my students to get on the board. We are not going to sit here and me and my instructors are going to stand at the front of the classroom and just write out information. No, I'm going to go through the lesson. We're going to give you a question that you've never seen before, so you can't go and look in the book and try and familiarize yourself with what I'm going to ask you. And I'm going to write the question out. And as an individual, no help from classmates, you get on that board and you work that problem out. Because if you were just sitting in a classroom and I'm standing at the front and I'm just talking, I'm like, everybody got it? Everybody understand? What do people naturally do? And they don't be having a clue. And then you're embarrassed to say that you don't understand, because maybe you haven't been in the classroom for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. So here at Heart of Florida School of Real Estate, we want to take all of that anxiety away. So everybody has their spot on the dry erase board. You're working your own problems. And as an instructor, I am walking the room so I can see where you made your mistake. I can see where you're not really grasping, or maybe you were taking a note and you missed one little formula that I told you to do and focus on. I can sit there and stop right in that moment. Where your head at? How did you get here? And make your light bulb come on. I love seeing someone who does not get math get on my dry erase board and the light bulb goes off. Because now we're not in a big classroom setting. I'm in a one-on-one setting with you on your problem and you don't have help from anyone else. That has been a humongous success for us with getting on the dry erase boards and making everybody do their own work. And it's not you sitting there and I'm at the front and I'm thinking you are jotting down my problems and you're following me, but you're really not. When we get up on the board, I can see if you're not, and I can help you in real time understand. Because the problem with the math portion of the state exam, people always say, oh, it's only 10 questions. I can miss them 10 questions. No, you can't. And it's actually about 15 questions because there's some worded math questions that are in the lesson, and then you have the 10 at the end. But the majority of the people, because I get the report from the state, the pass-fail rate under 50% for the first time. Most people pass or fail within 5 points of the pass-fail grade, which means you don't have any points to give up. You don't have 10 or 15 math questions, but like, oh, I don't have to worry about the math as long as I get everything else. You do not have that opportunity. So we want to make sure we're engaging you in every aspect of real estate, because every aspect of these classes is very important so that you can understand the information, turn around and apply that information, and be able to pass this information on your state exam. Because when you pass my course, I only have 100 questions I can give you. That's it. The state has over 10,000 questions they can throw at you out of my one lesson. So we want to make sure that you know exactly what's going on, you understand, you grasp that information. So when the state gives you those questions that are meant to make you fail, you know that information and you can pass that exam. Because this test is not supposed to be easy. Everybody should not be able to pass that exam and be let loose on the public. So we want to make sure that you are thoroughly prepared for my end of course exam as well as the state exam. Now, let's see. Other than that, we're knowledgeable. 15 years in the business as an agent, as a broker, as a real estate instructor. So I have so many examples, real-time examples, real life examples of transactions that have gone left, of interactions with other agents, that all these things are part of the lesson of having to calculate, sitting at the closing table, some of these formulas to make sure that the lenders are calculating it correctly. I have actually caught a title company that did not calculate the taxes correctly. That affects your buyer and your seller. It's our job to make sure all these things are correct. You don't just sit at the table and look at the closing disclosure, the closing statement and say, oh, well, my commission is correct. That's not what this is about. We're supposed to make sure when you get to that closing table, everything on that closing statement is correct for your buyer and your seller. And because we are a transaction broker state, it is for the transaction. You will learn all of these things in my class. So if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I'll come back and do another video to answer your questions. But these are some of the reasons why you should choose Heart of Florida School of Real Estate for all of your real estate educational needs. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to come back with another informative video. Have a great day.